Yeah, I still believe. Good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started. Apologies in advance. I do have a little bit of a hoarse voice today, so bear with me. But I'm excited to be here with you guys. I hope you're all having a great start to your week. For those of you who I haven't had a chance to meet yet, my name is Claire Rogers, and I'm the social media specialist for Texas and Colorado. And really, I'm here to help you grow your business through social, and that's exactly what these trainings are here to do. So today we're going to be going over our navigating video marketing training. And really what we're going to be doing is going through the statistics for video on social, as well as hop into an introduction for YouTube and TikTok. As I'm going through, if you have any questions, feel free to put those in the chat. I'm going to be monitoring that as we continue through, but I'm also going to leave a couple of minutes at the end if you want to come off of mute and ask me any questions directly. I'm also recording this session and we'll be sending it out along with the slides from this deck once we're done today. So with that, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so I really want to start today by giving you a good understanding about the basics of video, specifically on how it performs on social media and how using them can really set you apart from your competition. So creating video assets, I know, can kind of be an intimidating task for some people. So a lot of realtors will opt into only posting things that are really easily shared, like links, specifically to listings and any articles, and also photos of themselves with recent home buyers, anything like that, which this is really good content. But the statistics that we go through here in a second are going to show you why it's worth it for you to be investing your time into creating videos for your social media. For starters, videos have proven to hold a viewer's attention for longer than just a single image. That's the case, of course, because you actually have to watch a video for its entire duration to get the content that it's trying to relate to you, whereas a single image gives you everything really from just one glance. Another thing that videos do that we talk about a lot in the social world is called stopping the scroll. Because videos are really eye-catching and of course they move, the immediate response when someone sees one in their feed is to stop scrolling and to look at it, which of course, as we know, is insanely beneficial as the average person scrolls a lot on social media. Specifically, they scroll 300 feet of content every single day. So to put that into perspective for you, that's the same size as the Statue of Liberty. So obviously it's really, really helpful if you can get them to stop scrolling and view your content specifically. Videos are also proven to be more successful on most social platforms. They drive the most engagement on Instagram out of any other type of content that can be shared on the platform. And then another really big statistic to back that up is that tweets on Twitter with video content included get 10 times more engagement than those without video, which is just insane. That's really, really strong statistic there. It also only makes sense because so many people really resonate with video content and enjoy seeing it, that the demand for it has gone up immensely. So specifically for brands, services, and businesses, 54% of consumers want to see more video content from their accounts that they follow, and that absolutely includes real estate agents. Lastly, video is now the #1 form of media used in content strategy, which has overtaken blogs and infographics, which were the top performers in the past because those also give a lot of good context, but now video is taking the top spot there. So really all this slide is telling us is that we should absolutely be taking time to create and share videos if you're wanting to really grow your social media business. So when it comes to posting videos on your social, not all of them have to be original and self-made videos. Coldwell Banker actually provides a ton of free videos for you to post on your various social media channels, and you can find them all in BrandServe, which is the screenshot right here on this slide. There are a really good number of videos in there, and they range from everyday branded posts to special occasion and holiday videos that you can post at those special and appropriate times. The videos also come in different social media sizes, so that includes any feed sizes, which are the horizontal and square videos, as well as story formats, which are those vertical stories and fit perfectly there, which is definitely the right type of video to be posting on your stories as well. So to access this hub of videos, the screenshot on this slide, you'll just need to launch the BrandServe app from Desk, hover over the Marketing Assets tab, which is located in this top right-hand corner. You can see it right here on this slide. Hover over videos in the drop-down menu that comes up, and then click social media videos. Then you'll be taken to this page where you'll be able to look through all the available assets and download whichever ones you would like to use. So now we're going to get you introduced to the world's biggest hub of videos, of course, which is YouTube, and really talk about how you can use YouTube to grow your business and position yourself as a huge resource for buyers and sellers. So to create a successful YouTube channel, you'll want to make sure that you're following best practices in building a channel that has a really, really strong foundation. Without that, you're not going to be as successful as you could be. So the first thing that you want to do is decide on your channel name. You'll want to keep this as consistent with your Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, TikTok, any other social media names that you have and handles, as well as your LinkedIn custom URL. I know that I kind of harp on it a lot during these trainings, but it really is super important to keep your handles and names as consistent as you can, so that those who are really loyal to you and your socials can easily find you on every platform where you're active. So your channel icon is the image that shows up and is associated to your channel, and it shows up as well on the top of your channel page. So the best option here is to really use an up-to-date professional headshot. A good rule of thumb with those is to get them updated about every 2 years. So if yours is a few years old, it might be a good time to get a refresher and get a new one taken. The channel description should tell viewers about yourself, but also explain what type of video content they can really expect to see from your channel. So we'll go into the importance of this in a few minutes, but you'll also want to make sure to include keywords that are relevant to you and your channel within the channel description for search engine optimization. And like I said, we'll dive into that a little bit more here in a second. The channel trailer is a 30 to 60 second long video that starts playing immediately when someone lands on your channel page. So you should really use the channel to give a little bit, or the channel trailer to give a little bit of background about yourself and get viewers excited about what they can expect to see in your other videos. The trailer is essentially the hook that you want to keep people viewing your videos and staying on your channel as long as possible. So you'll want to make sure that it's enticing and exciting, but short and sweet and to the point as well. Finally, the channel links are where you can link back to all of your other social media accounts and any relevant websites to the About section in your channel. You'll want to make sure that every single social media account that you have and that you're active on is linked here, as well as your websites that showcase all of the listings that you currently have. So now that you have kind of a solid foundation of how to set up your channel in a really successful way, you'll then want to move into creating the actual video content that you want to post on your YouTube channel, which of course is the meat and potatoes of it. I know that deciding video topics can kind of be intimidating or daunting. So I've put together this list of inspiration that you can pull from to make videos that are not really going to be, or not only going to be useful for home buyers and sellers, but also to the general YouTube community. So of course we want to get people who are relevant on there, but we also want to get people viewing the videos and commenting on them, even if they're far away from you. So it's important to make videos that really vary in topic. We don't want to keep things all the same. But, oh, sorry about that. Lost my place. All right. So getting started and looking at these, a great video topic that you can really use and that can be easily shared on other social media sites would be customer testimonial interviews. So if you have an extremely good experience or relationship with one of your clients, whether that be a buyer or a seller, ask them if they would be willing to sit down and give you a customer testimonial. They could talk about the great experience that you provided and why they would recommend you to friends and family. And it really opens the gates to more shares. I think it's important to remember that sharing is really key when it comes to social media. So having guests on your social channels and specifically on your videos that they can share it to their own gives you free exposure as well. So another great type of YouTube video that you could be creating would be explainer videos about real estate that answer common questions. So this could be a video talking about maybe like the 10 most frequently asked questions that you get as a real estate agent and what the answers to those 10 questions are. You could also do something like home buying tips and hacks that most people don't know about, especially in a market that's as crazy as this. That could be a really, really helpful thing for people to use. So types of videos that are not only really engaging, but are often interacted with due to the fact that they can be shared again, are interviews with other real estate experts and thought leaders. So having videos with other people, especially multiple people would be best, within the real estate industry specifically that already have good followings or are seeing success in their business can really drive views specifically in the real estate sphere, which is really, really helpful for you. So topics can range really to anything. You could go opinions about the current market to their secrets of success on social media. Really, the topics and possibilities here are endless, and there's lots of people who would love to be included and give their 2 cents in your videos as well. You can also use YouTube as an information sharing platform and make videos about any updated market reports or information that has to do with your local market or just the real estate world in general. So going back to making your videos or making your YouTube channel not all about real estate, people also really love to see video blogs about other people's lives, and yours is no exception to that. A lot of people don't know everything that it takes to be a real estate agent and what your day-to-day looks like. And truly, a lot of people find that type of content really fascinating behind the scenes. So feel free to bring your camera and talk about your day-to-day, insert your humor and personality in those because they're much less formal, which is helpful. It looks like we have a question. Yes, so Bob asked about the video or the interviews with other people, and that is your own content, right? So we don't want to be posting other people's videos to our YouTube account. This is really setting up a time, chatting with other people, and you actually filming it and uploading that content yourself, if that makes sense. All right, so on the same vein of video blogs, of your activities, now that things are kind of starting to open up, if you have any events that you're going to, especially here in the coming months, that whether they're real estate related or just local happenings around your town, bring your camera, get some footage, and show people what you like to do, whether that be personal or professional. So above all, you should just really be using your YouTube account to set yourself up as a real estate expert. So you should absolutely be making videos that showcase the expertise that you have. So if there are any specific things that you think that you're best at, that you're really, really known for and you can talk to, make videos about that and show yourself as the market expert that you are. So now, as promised, we're going to go into the SEO side of things, which stands for search engine optimization, and specifically how that's used and what that means on YouTube. So if you know really anything about SEO at all, you know that its purpose is to help you show up higher in search results for whatever it is that you're optimizing. Normally, this is your website for the purpose to show up higher in Google search results, but YouTube uses a similar ranking system to Google to decide what shows up in their search results, in which order they show up as well. Hang on, I got a question from Walker. So I'll have to double check on the release forms. I don't believe so, but Walker, I'll take a look into that and see if there's any like specific paperwork or release forms that you need to have when you're having guests on your channel. Not to my knowledge, but I'll double check on that and send it in the follow-up email. All right. So back to SEO, to make sure that you're really positively impacting your YouTube search rankings, you'll need to be optimizing your video's metadata and making sure you're optimizing those with relevant keywords that pertain to the content that is within each individual video. So make them as streamlined and specific about a video as possible. The first part of that metadata is a title. So the title's purpose is really to entice searchers to view your video, excuse me, and it's just a straight to the point title that makes it obvious what your video will cover and what you'll be talking about or what they'll be seeing in it. So each title is 60 characters long, so you'll want to make sure that you stay within that character limit. Then there's the description, which does not have a limit of characters, but only the first 100 characters are visible in the search results. So because you can only see those first 100 characters, it's important to use calls to action at the beginning of your video or at the beginning of your descriptions to really entice people into clicking and really tell them why within 100 characters they should be interested in your video. You'll also want to include a video transcript to every single one of your videos at the end of your description. So just kind of bury that at the very bottom there. So tags are solely used for adding keywords to your videos, and really those are just the most relevant to the content that is being talked about within the video. And it's really just to help give a good understanding about what the entirety of the video is about. You'll also need to categorize your videos in the category section. So there's really a list of category names with the option, with lots of different options. So really just go in there, click on the one that is most relevant to the topic of that video specifically. And then finally, thumbnails are the still image that will represent your video in the search results, and uploading a custom thumbnail that includes really the name of the video and any important information there is going to help a lot with SEO as well as enticing people to click on it. So you'll want to make sure that you're uploading those custom thumbnails, and the way to do that is you'll need to verify your account. So just make sure you do that before you start posting your videos. All right, so to further categorize your videos after you've gotten a good amount of them posted on your channel, you'll want to start creating playlists. And what you'll want to do here is group like videos within the same playlist. So whether that's a playlist about home buying hack videos or listing walkthroughs, just make sure those videos have similar content. I've posted a screenshot here. As you can see, there's home builder spotlights, a home buyer tips, home selling guide. Those types of videos are all linked or all put together within a playlist because they are like content. So the reason that you'll really want to use playlists in general is because once someone clicks within one video in a playlist, it will auto play through every video that's included within it. So that keeps people watching your videos and on your channel for longer, which is obviously what we want, right? We want everybody to see all of our content and spending a lot of time interacting with us. All right, so now we're going to switch gears a little bit and dive into the world of TikTok. I know a lot of people have quite a few questions about it, are wondering if it's worth their time, worth the investment. So I hope to answer all of those questions today. And of course, as I'm going through, if you have any questions, go ahead and pop them in the chat. This is one of the things that I get the most questions about. So feel free to keep it open for questions. So the most common question that I get asked by a ton of realtors is just generally, should I be on TikTok? And the short, in my opinion, is yes. And we're going to dive into why I think that is. As we all know, TikTok has really had a huge boom in popularity really quickly, right? So it's been over the last year and a half. A year and a half ago, many of us didn't even know what the app was. And now it's seriously everywhere. The biggest brands and companies are on there, both using it organically and posting ads on it. And there are also now 1 billion monthly active users worldwide, which is an insane amount. So of those 1 billion users, the average person spends 52 minutes per day on the app, which is a long time for social. And within that time, just to put it into perspective for you, they're averaging seeing 325 videos per day. So that is so much content that people are seeing, and it's just a hub of really good information and a lot of eyeballs. So looking at the demographics of the people that are on TikTok, approximately 50% of users just within the United States are between 18 and 34, with an additional 20% of users between the ages of 35 and 44. So really what that's telling us is that there is an insanely large number of qualified possible home buyers on TikTok, and real estate agents have definitely found their niche there. There is a visibility of realtors there, but it's not super duper strong. There's, like I was saying, there's a lot of professionals who are kind of apprehensive to start using the app. So if you were one of the ones to jump on there sooner rather than later, it will definitely make you stand out from your competition. So really there are two main types of videos that have been really succeeding and going viral for real estate agents on TikTok. And those two are home tours and real estate tips and hacks. So far and away, the most engaged with real estate videos in the real estate sphere are listing walkthroughs of really beautiful and high-end listings. So that's an important thing to remember, is that the ones that are getting the most interactions, the ones that are getting the most views, are really impressive homes. So almost all of the ones that succeed are set to popular and trending songs because TikTok is essentially built around searching for videos through songs and sounds. It's a unique app in that way. So if you use popular songs or songs that are trending, the likelihood of getting more views on your videos is much higher. The real estate tips and hacks have also really taken off for realtors who are posting because the demographic of people watching TikTok, they do trend younger, right, than most social media platforms. So first time home buying videos that talk about the home buying process and really answering questions that you could possibly think would be no-brainers is providing a lot of helpful information to the viewers on TikTok, and they're getting a lot of traction. So Bob asked about copyright limits on that background music. So there is no copyright issue when you're making videos within TikTok. You can kind of use the sounds that are trending, and you can just work off of those sounds. Like I was saying, really the biggest thing when it comes to TikTok is music and trending sounds. What you want to be careful of is using those videos that you make on TikTok, and say if you put it on YouTube, you can get dinged there. Not that you would want to do that anyway, because the video sizing is different, but using popular songs is not, you're not going to get dinged on TikTok for that. All right. So TikTok is really a very unique app to navigate. Um, so it's important to know the best practices that are making people's accounts successful that are on there already. The first one that I have talked about time and time again when it comes to social media are hashtags. So just like any other social media platform, you can find other posts through hashtags that are relevant to the video, as well as help you get free exposure from your videos. To find any trending hashtags that are going through the TikTok sphere at the moment, you'll just want to navigate to your Discover tab, which is the second tab on the app, and then scroll through the top trends at the moment. So trends are also insanely big on TikTok. It is essentially what the platform is built off of, is trends and new things all the time. And they really do come and go super, super quick. So it's important to stay up to date on what's trending right now and create videos for them while they're relevant. So if a TikTok trend is not only relevant to you, but aligns with what you want to be posting, you should absolutely be jumping on that as soon as you can. Because like I was saying, the trends come and go really, really fast. So unlike any other social media account, TikTok is best when you're posting really frequently on it. Posting often really allows you to figure out the types of videos that resonate with your audience and what's falling flat. So something that I like to call out about TikTok specifically is I do like to urge people to not post a lot on their other social media accounts, because it can get really overwhelming to your audience if you're posting every day or multiple times a day even. But when it comes to TikTok, most people are searching on their curated feeds and things like that. So posting more isn't going to mess with people that are looking at your page, because that's not how they're getting their content. It's not their curated feeds instead of feeds of everyone that they follow, if that makes sense. So even though TikToks can be made up to a minute long, it's important to put a hook at the beginning of your videos to make sure that people are watching for the entire duration of the video. If there's nothing to grab a viewer's attention at the beginning, it's likely that they will just scroll past. So lastly, you'll also want to type closed captioning as a text overlay on your videos as you're building them out in the app, if there is any speaking whatsoever in them. So this is really to give those who are browsing without sound the same experience as those who aren't, or who are, excuse me. So like I said, any captions, always type them out on the screen itself. All right. So I know that was a ton of information, but I hope it gives you some clarity when it comes to video marketing and how you can use it to your benefit moving forward. But before we wrap up, does anybody have any other questions for me today? All right, I don't see any typing, so I will go ahead and stop it for now. But if you do think of anything, please feel free to let me know. Shoot me an email and I'm happy to chat with you. But yeah, I hope that